Good morning and welcome to MBA batch of Luth Mata Institute of Management Studies, LIMS Business News. Let's get the news rolling with the top 6 business news.
L&T Finance Board approves raising funds through Rs 3,000 crore rights issue. The board of L&T Finance Holdings Limited, the financial services arm of construction conglomerate Larsen and Toubro Limited, on Monday approved a plan to raise as much as Rs 3,000 crore through a rights issue. The board approved the offer and issuance of fully paid up equity shares of the company for an amount not exceeding Rs 3,000 crore by way of a rights issue to the eligible equity shareholders of the company as on the record date, the company said in an exchange filing. With its plans to raise equity capital, L&T Finance joins its many peers in the financial services industry that have raised funds in recent months. These include leading private sector lenders, ICICI Bank, HDFC Limited, and Axis Bank, which together have raised around Rs 39,000 crore in equity capital through their respective qualified institutional placement. NBFCs such as Mahindra Finance and Shriram Transport Finance have raised Rs 3,089 crore and Rs 1,500 crore through their respective rights issue.
BigBasket data of over 20 million users breached. Online grocery platform BigBasket has become the latest target of cyber attack in India. The company has faced a potential data breach with the information of over 20 million customers on the dark web for sale. According to US-based cybersecurity intelligence, the data being sold for $40,000 includes the full name, email IDs, password, PIN, contact numbers, addresses, date of birth, location, and IP addresses of login, among other bits of information.
Good evening, I am Lokam Nanam reporting on Cipla. Cipla asked its cybersecurity team to be on alert after attacks on pharma firms. A news source from Mint, New Delhi. India's second largest drug maker, Cipla Limited, has asked its information technology team to be paranoid about its cybersecurity following attacks on two large pharmaceutical firms, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories Limited and Lupin. We have not seen the kinds of attacks that the other two companies you have mentioned have faced in the recent past. But protection goes up. I have told my IT team to be as paranoid as possible and take the help of experts in this and continue to track some hostile activities like conversations on dark web and multiple other things that one can do. Cipla Chief Financial Officer Kedar Upadhyay told Mint. On Thursday, Mumbai-based pharmaceutical firm Lupin confirmed that there was a cyber attack on the company's servers, but it did not have any impact on its operations. A spokesperson for the company said that it was investigating the incident and would conduct a thorough impact assessment. In its investor presentation, Cipla said that it is adopting digital transformation for connecting with patients and distribution channels to expand access to its medicines. Thank you.
It's another with today's news. TCS will take over Postbank's 1,500 employees in Germany. Deutsche Bank CEO Swing last year unveiled a restructuring plan centered on cutting 18,000 jobs, with about half of these expected in Germany. Deutsche Bank AG agreed to sell a technology services unit to Tata Consultancy Services Limited, helping the bank chip away at CEO Christian Swing's ambitious job-cutting target. The two companies aim to finalize the sale of Postbank System AG by the end of the year, according to the statement from Deutsche Bank on Monday that confirmed a Bloomberg News report last month. The bank will take a hit of about 1,200 million, it said. The price tag on the deal is a symbolical euro, but it's still beneficial for the German lender because it can save on future redundancy costs, and it also offers a long-term job perspective to PB system staff. A person briefed on the matter said The lender will continue to pay a price for PB system services that is similar to the intercompany agreements currently placed, the person said. Tata Consultancy, Asia's biggest software exporter by market value, will take over Postbank's 1,500 employees in Germany in the deal. Xi last year unveiled a restructuring plan centered on cutting 1,800 jobs, without half of the spread in Germany. Germany's largest lender recently dissolved the formerly separated subsidiary Postbank AG, and it's now trying to writing hundreds of millions of euros in cost savings from eliminating duplication. As part of that effort, it is emerging Postbank's formerly separated IT operations with those of the parent company, which will ultimately render the services provided by the Postbank systems.
Group 2 News Reading Report. Today is a great day for science and humanity. Pfizer CEO on COVID vaccine trial results. The preliminary result paved the way for the companies to seek an emergency use authorization from regulators if further research shows the shot is also safe. The first set of results from our phase 3 COVID-19 vaccine trial provides the initial evidence of our vaccine's ability to prevent COVID-19, the company's CEO adds. Pharmazyme, Pfizer, and BioNTech today announced their COVID-19 vaccine candidate BNT162b2 has prevented more than 90% of infections in a study of tens of thousands of volunteers in phase 3 trials, the most encouraging scientific advance so far in the battle against coronavirus.
I'm Alita Anthony. Welcome to today's business news. SoftBank reveals details of controversial derivatives trading. SoftBank provided new details about its stock and options trading program, a controversial effort that roiled markets and raised concerns about the Japanese company's financial stability. Rajiv Mishra, head of the company's Vision Fund, disputed that characterization and said its trading wasn't nearly large enough to move trillion-dollar company. SoftBank founder Masayoshi Son and Mishra have said their investments in stocks and derivatives is simply part of the company's transformation into a financial holding company. Son in March unveiled plans to sell off 4.5 trillion yen of assets to reduce debt and fund buybacks. SoftBank has invested beyond cash to improve its returns. Despite shareholder, SoftBank has changed ahead with its new public stock trading arm. The strategy was built around expectations of a volatile third quarter earnings season. People familiar with the matter said last month. SoftBank has been buying out of the money call options which deliver returns when share prices rise and selling calls at even higher prices, one of the people said. Call spreads, as they are known, cap gains but reduce the initial cost. Thank you.